Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the River Channel broadcast of the season opener for our Hudson Raiders girls soccer team. We are excited for a great season. I'm Jeff Ion. I am your soccer announcer, and I'm joined behind the camera there by Jeff Munter from our team. With us today, we're super excited to have Coach Gearing and some of our senior players from this year's team to give us a little insight into the beginning of the season that we'll all be excited to see and hear throughout the season. So I'm going to start with Coach Gearing. Coach, you are now in your second season with the team. Tell us a little bit about, how you approach this year a little different. How was the off season, working with the girls and things like that?
Awesome. Thank you. I'm really excited to get started this season, especially without transitioning everything that we're doing. So bringing back actually 12 returners is a great thing to have. Great off-season leadership from our two captains, Britta Holter and Maggie McConnell. So these girls have been playing together, open gyms, indoors a little bit more than we would like. But we have, is it 11 seniors? 11 seniors and a lot of experience on the varsity field, which has made our preparation a little different. We're thinking a little bit more strategic versus just this is what you do. We're going to start moving around, moving the ball a little bit, moving positions a little bit, and I'm excited to see what we can do.
No, that's exciting to hear. And I think, one of the things I've noticed over the years in soccer is that the girls kind of go their separate ways sometimes in the off season and they come back together. But the fact that you have so many seniors has got to be exciting too, because they kind of know each other over the years and are going to be able to make a lot of things happen. But do you want to introduce these players for us? And then I'll have a few questions for them too.
Absolutely. So we have Maggie McConnell, our returning center back, Hannah Kendhammer, our returning goalkeeper, Lindsay Ferrara, actually our varsity debut here at Hudson, is joining us for her first time as a senior. We're excited to have her in as a forward, and Britta Holter. Last year played out on the wing for us, and this year we're going to start her back in our back line, and I'm excited to have that stability to start us off.
Exciting. Well, let's start with Maggie. Maggie, tell us a little bit about how you spent your off season preparing for your role as captain and as a player.
Yeah, so I played basketball this winter, so I got a little experience as a captain with that. And then just mentally preparing myself, talking with Gary and Britta. We're just really excited to get this season going. I love these girls, and with all, like Gary said, with all the seniors this year, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah.
All right, let's move on to Hannah then. Hannah, as the goalkeeper, there is a lot of pressure on you. Tell us how you prepared for the goalkeeping duties this off season, and what are you hoping is going to happen this year?
Yeah, for me, I do sometimes feel the pressure, but I think with our consistent back line, I feel really comfortable with Maggie McConnell and Britta taking in the defense this year, which will be really exciting. And I also did volleyball, so there's some pressure there. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm really enjoying the season so far. We've only had a couple practices, so I think it's going to be really good for the game. So I'm excited.
Excellent. Well, that's exciting, and it is, fun to finally get together and make things happen. And the first few games are always fun to watch as everybody's building their chemistry and kind of reconnecting and getting outside, right, is great, and we have a beautiful day for that. So, Lindsay, you are new to the team. Tell us, what were you doing before the season and what got you into soccer or with the team here?
Before the season, I was playing for St. Croix soccer. I actually played goalkeeper there, but I'm committed to play to UW Parkside, so I wanted to have some fun my senior year, play on the field. Yeah, just have a good time, so I'm looking forward to it.
In what position will you play?
Forward, but maybe kind of all over. Don't really know yet.
Well, we're excited to have you on the team. And Britta, round us out here. Tell us about what you're looking forward to this season. This is your senior year. There's a lot to that. Obviously, you want to win, but what else do you look forward to and hope that comes out of this season for you and all the seniors along with the younger players as well?
Yeah, this community is just great. All these girls, it's a super fun team, and so we look forward to the bus rides together and the pre-game hype with the loudspeaker and doing each other's hair. Just all of that builds a lot of team, and we just love each other. So just the environment's super fun, and then winning and losing, whatever it is, we enjoy each other, and so that's what we're looking forward to. Yeah.
Well, we wish nothing but the best of luck to all of you, and we'll be, obviously, River Channel is going to be broadcasting almost every game this season, including most of the away games as well. So it's going to be really fun to see kind of how you describe things and how it turns out for the season. But Hudson soccer is always strong, and I think your words, Britta, about what a family you are is going to show up on the field like it always does. So it's going to be super exciting, and I look forward to a great season and getting to know all of you a little bit more maybe throughout the season. And we hope everybody tunes into the River Channel broadcast for all of our games. You can find those on YouTube on the River Channel there. And it'll be live in most cases and recorded for almost every game of the season. And with that, we thank everybody for watching this segment, and we'll get back to the game shortly. And go Raiders! All right, folks. Well, welcome to another year of Hudson Girls High School Soccer. I'm Jeff Ian. I'm your announcer for the season, and exciting to be here for the season opener of Wisconsin High School Girls Soccer. We have today's match is having the visiting Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School Red Raiders. That's a mouthful. Visiting, they are in red, playing from right to left on your screen, and the hometown Hudson Raider girls in blue, playing from left to right on your screen today. So two sets of Raiders here today, the Red Raiders and the Hudson Raiders. So it should be a fun match. First game of the season for both squads, and that is always a lot of figuring things out this time of year after a long winter where girls maybe were playing basketball and some playing soccer and a variety of things. So it'll be a fun match here. Looks like a foul called on the Raiders there, and it'll be a free kick for Wisconsin Rapids. Salama with that ball, puts it in the middle, but gathered in by the Red Raiders goalkeeper, Aaliyah Leach. That's Ava Brown on the far side for the Raiders. Put a nice move on there. Pass it up in the middle, and it looks like an offsides call on the Raiders. Raiders keeping some pressure on in the offensive end. Looks like goalkeeper Alyssa Leach will take this kick for the Red Raiders. Gets a low ball, doesn't quite get under that, leaves it open for the Raiders, and they take a blast. She left the goal, and there is a goal for your Raiders. That's number 11, Armana Ransonici, with the goal. Smart heads-up goal by the Raiders. That's number 11, Armana Ransonici, with the goal for your Raiders. Right off the bat, I was a little surprised that a free kick was going to be taken that far out by the goalkeeper, leaving the goal really unattended. And the Raiders, with a nice headsy play there by Ransonici, she picked off the low kick and saw that the keeper was still out of position and put that nicely on goal. And the Raiders, at about the 2-minute mark, take a 1-0 lead here today. It's a heads-up savvy goal by Ransonici to know that opportunity was there. So it's a nice one to have. It's a cool, brisk, windy day here in Hudson, Wisconsin, but the sun is shining, so that makes it a little bit better, I think. But it is cold down on the field. Throw there by Holter. Into Ransonici, who turns and tries to send it out wide, but she got shoved hard enough to draw a foul, and the Raiders will have a free kick here coming up. This year's Raider team has 11 returning seniors or new seniors, so that is a lot. This is my 4th year announcing, and I don't think on the girls or boys teams we've ever had numbers like that. Come back, the Raiders get it through, they sneak it in, but just bounced a little too much on that free kick, and ends up being a goal kick for Wisconsin Rapids. Leach with another kick, but it's low again, and the Raiders able to pick it off. Pop it into the middle there, and the Red Raiders defense holds there. Holter sends it through. Comes Salama in the corner. She's going to catch that ball. She decides to try for a quick turn and sends it a bit wide. That's a tough cross on the run to kind of get your body turned to get that ball back into play, but you got to do something there. So a good effort. Again, another low kick. And Leach is able to pick up the rebound. And she'll get a solid punt out of this one for the Red Raiders. It's Tillman on the ball there for the Raiders. Raiders defense keeps that ball in their offensive half. It's Ramthen in the middle, gets it out wide. And again, another offsides call here. I think that call was on Lindsay Ferrara of the Raiders. Lindsay is new. She's a senior, new to Hudson Raider High School soccer, but is a solid player that had been playing at the St. Croix Club for the last few years. And so it's great to have Lindsay on the team, and she should contribute greatly to the squad this year. Throw in here for the Raiders. That's Nevaeh Tillman lining up to take the throw. Big throw in. Covered well by Wisconsin Rapids. Raiders able to keep it in play, though. They set up a long shot. Great save by the goalkeeper. But then another goal snuck in there by the Raiders. Couldn't see who that was. All right, who was it? I think it was Lindsay, maybe. Did you see a number on that, Jeff?
I was recording the previous shot on goal, and you said, "Oh, they put it in." So we don't know the number for sure.
Not yet. We'll get it, though. I gotta rewind it just a hair here.
Number 15.
Yep, Lindsay Ferrara.
Guess what you thought.
And that was number 15, Lindsay Ferrara with the goal for your Raiders.
She'll tell your audience, what did it just tell you? She's good at everything.
Yeah, so actually just speaking about Lindsay, and then she deposits a nice goal in for the Raiders to take a 2-0 lead today. Okay, throw in here for Rapids. They get the ball in their offensive end briefly as the Raiders get the clear. And the Wisconsin Rapids, a little foot fault there, and the Raiders are going to take advantage of that. Ramthen comes in, takes a heck of a shot. That was a blast, but it was a tough angle there for the way the ball was moving, and sends the ball a bit wide, and that'll be a goal kick here for Wisconsin Rapids.
Shots on goal like hockey where it's got
Has to be a save, yeah, or a post. It's a little back and forth here at the midfield, but the Raiders send it deeper into their offensive territory here. That's Lily Rouleau sending it out to Holter. Sends it in the middle. Nicely done to Ferrara. Gets a shot off 3 defenders. Tough angle to put anything through, and it's going to be a goal kick here for the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. This year's captains for the Raiders are defender Britta Holter and also defender Maggie McConnell. So good leadership there from a couple seniors and solid players and solid people. So it'll be a fun season to see what this team puts together. The Raiders are always a solid team, and just don't always have things go their way in the sections lately, but I know this Raider team is going to be on top of things. And there's a nice cross by Wisconsin Rapids. They got the ball deep into Raider territory, drove it down to the line, and had a nice cross in, but nobody home. So solid pressure there by the Raiders, but we'll have a Wisconsin Rapids throw-in. Raiders pushing it up. That's Natalie Ramthen. She's got some space down here. He takes a little step, sets up a nice cross, just a little on the outside though. So not quite enough turn on that, but she set it up well, but sometimes that's just the way it goes, and it's going to be another goal kick for the Red Raiders. In for the Hudson Raiders, number 6, Sophie Bast. And number 17, Matea Langenau. So at about the 11-minute mark, Hudson Raiders continue to lead 2-0 over the Red Raiders of Wisconsin Rapids. Another goal kick here for Wisconsin Rapids. Big clear there by Rapids goalkeeper. It's number 21, Lily Rouleau, who has a nice takeaway and decides to take a longer shot there, but sends it a bit wide. And Aaliyah Leach, the goalkeeper for Wisconsin Rapids, is going to have another goal kick here. How long are halves? 20 minutes? Or 20? 40. Oh, they're 40. What am I?
All right. It's early. It's early. She's just. No judgment. No judgment.
I'm judging myself. Oh gosh, it's been a long off season for all of us, I guess. Here we go, another goal kick for Wisconsin Rapids. It's a big clear there, but there's Nevaeh Tillman able to pick it up and send it up. It might be collectible. Oh, nice save by the Raiders there. Sets it up in the middle. Some good opportunities there for the Raiders, but some tough bounces makes it tough. So here's Holter on the ball, sends it into the middle. Over to Ransonici, who sends it out wide. Raiders trying to keep control and force a corner kick there, but did not go as planned, and that's going to give Wisconsin Rapids another goal kick here. Low ball by the goalkeeper for Rapids, and the Raiders pick that off. Raiders send it all the way across, nobody home. So Rapids gets a bit of a clear, but there's Holter to pick that off and send it up to the middle. Ramthen with the ball on the far side. Sends it into Reina Fort, brings it back to Holter. Ball into Rapids territory, but the Raiders able to move it up. Reina Fort on the ball right now, carrying it. Sends it into the middle to Ramthen, who gets a blast off, and there's a goal for the Raiders. I believe that's 22. 22? Yeah, 22. Natalie Ramthen, number 22, with the goal for your Raiders. So at about the 15-minute mark, the Raiders of Hudson take a 3-0 lead on a good heads-up play and really a pretty good long shot by junior Natalie Ramthen on the field. 3 goals, 3 scores for the Raiders. You'll love to see that. Little aggressiveness there from the Raiders, but gets the foul. It happens. Big kick there by the Red Raiders, but it's Holter picks it off, and she's going to carry it up. She's got space. Some good D by the Red Raiders there, but unfortunately that ball went out of bounds for them, and the Hudson Raiders will have a throw in. Have a throw in for Wisconsin Rapids coming up. A couple Raiders looking to enter the match here. Looks like number 5, Chloe Gergerson, and number 15, Lindsay Ferrara, looking to re-enter the game. Good stop by the Red Raiders defense but Hudson picks it back off again. It's a nice ball across. Raiders get a good attempt there, but nothing to show for that attempt, and it'll be a goal kick for the Red Raiders. Entering the match for the Raiders, number 4, Ella Bast, number 5, Chloe Gregerson, and number 15, Lindsay Ferrara. Gregerson. think I said that badly. Approaching the 18-minute mark, and the ball is deep in Raider territory, but Raiders have secured a throw-in for this. That's Nevaeh Tillman. Big throw-in up the field to, looks like that's Ella Bast over there. I'm playing the left wing for the Raiders. Few throw-ins here for Wisconsin Rapids as they move the ball down the field bit by bit. Another throw off the head of Tillman that goes out of bounds. Nice tap pass by Tillman to help secure the clear. Ball comes back to McConnell, who spins it over to Gregerson. Looks like we have Haley Huntley in the match as well. I must have missed when she popped in, but good to have her on the field. Hudson Raiders just swarming on those free kicks and punts, and which is helping them keep the ball in their offensive territory. It's a throw-in coming from Matea Langenau. Maggie McConnell with a nice pickoff play. Raiders try a through ball. It's kind of behind the mass of players, but they're still able to control it. Now they're looking to pull it back, smart play, reset. Ball's back to McConnell, and she sends it wide. Haley Huntley in the middle there, but that's number 15, Lindsay Ferraro, with the ball on the far side. Back to Tillman. Nice left-footed cross by Tillman, gets in, and nicely played by Aaliyah Leach of Wisconsin Rapids. Gets the clear. We're now at about the 21-minute mark, so about halfway through the first half. Hudson Raiders 3, Wisconsin Rapids 0 on the scoreboard. Matea Langenau with the pickoff and quick left-footed shot, but sends it a bit wide. Got a heavy wind at the back of the Raiders, which is certainly helping them on the offensive end right now. We'll see how the second half plays out for that. And it's heavy. If you get a chance to see the flags on the field, this is a strong wind today. Wisconsin Rapids yet to sub in this match, unless maybe they did it on a goal scorer that I missed, but no official subbing yet. Push off by the Raiders going to give the Red Raiders a free kick at about the 25-yard line there. Big ball up by Tillman. Great hustle and attempt by Sophie Bass to get up there and get at that ball. And a nice centering pass, but nobody home for the Raiders. The Hudson Raiders, that is. Raina Fort sends it over to Chloe Gregerson. Referee backing up the throw a bit. It's Number 22, Jordan Coder of Wisconsin Rapids with the throw. Ella Bass with a nice little move there to create some space. Tries to send that ball up to Langenau, but a little out of her reach. A little miscommunication. Was close to being a goal kick, but referee is saying that's a throw-in, so a deep throw-in there for Rapids. Raiders get control. It's a nice quick pass by Maggie McConnell over to Tillman, who's going to take a left-footed blast from distance, but sends it in. Raiders were there, just not at the right spot. It's always tough timing, but
and for the Raiders, number 9, Britta Holter, and number 22, Natalie Ramthen.
tough pressure by Raiders D. Gets the ball in Ramthen's hands, who sends a low ball under defender Sydney Meyer of Rapids, but again, it's a tough ball for Raiders to get to. And Aaliyah Leach picks that off for Rapids. Tough bouncer there for Haley Huntley. Rapids gets the clear into Raiders territory, but Nevaeh Tillman there to pick it off. She brings it back. Nice corner ball to Holter. We're seeing the Hudson Raider players kind of varying their position. So Holter started out on right defense, and now she's playing left striker. So versatile players. That's ideally what you want out of your team. People that can play varieties of positions. And in this early part of the season, you kind of try a lot of combinations of people to see where the chemistry is and where they're at from last year. If you are tuned in, I encourage you to keep tuned in at halftime, as we're going to air a on-the-field interview with Coach Aaron Gehring of the Hudson Raiders and a group of the senior players. So stay tuned during halftime. Usually we take a 10-minute break there, but we're going to have a little entertainment for you to hear from the coach and the captains and a few other seniors from the team. Raiders really working to keep that ball in their offensive end. Ferrara with a nice, she brings it down nicely to the end line and pulls it back to her teammates, but too much defense there for Rapids. Raiders conservatively pull that ball back to their defense and reset. Hannah Kendhammer, I think, touches the ball for the first time this match. That's the Raiders goalkeeper. Some good ball movement there by the Rapids forwards, but Raiders defense eventually picked that ball off. really seen the Raiders of Hudson passing that ball up the field, which I get excited to see versus just the long ball in, which you see a lot of teams focusing and attempting to have as their offensive strategy. And this is a team equipped for a lot of quick passing, and they're showing a lot of good chemistry already in this first game of the season. Throw in here for the Hudson Raiders. Hudson continuing with the pressure. They get it in, a nice ball rolling across, but no Raiders in the right spot for that. And it's not necessarily because anybody did anything wrong. It's just the timing of all those plays. So another throw in here for the Raiders. It's number 5, Chloe Gregerson with the throw. Wisconsin Rapids with some swarming D. Nice ball across by the Raiders. Good step up there by the Red Raiders defensive team, and gets the clear. Substitutions were number 6, Leighton Johnson for Wisconsin Rapids. And number 2, Maggie Salama, and number 3, Ava Brown for the Hudson Raiders. Now, who's this? 13? And number 13, Morgan Monroe in for the Raiders of Hudson. I don't like 2 Raider teams. It's making things confusing for me. Here we go. Throw in for the Red Raiders. Nice little passing sequence by Wisconsin Rapids there, but Raiders defense was there to shut it down. Tillman in the center of the field collecting that ball. Gets that up to Morgan Monroe, who just entered the game, playing one of the center D or center mid positions. Nice setup pass there. Just a little too slow rolling on that cross there, but a nice idea. Quick ball movement by the Raiders. A little bouncy, though, taking a little bit of the speed off that switching of the fields, but good idea and good ball placement. Ava Brown with some nice action in the center there and sets up a nice little through ball at an angle, which is great. Keeps the goalie out of play, but just a little too far out of reach for her teammates up front, and that's going to be another goal kick for Wisconsin Rapids. We're down to about 7.5 minutes left in this half. Hudson Raiders continue to lead 3-0 over the visiting Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders. Ball from distance there by number 2. Not number 2, who is that? I can't see her number. Number 8. Haley Huntley takes a ball from about 35 yards out, but you do that to keep the goalkeeper honest and sometimes setting up a kind of a through ball shot there. So got to mix those in as well. Goes wide though. Rapids with some good defense there, trying to force that ball up into their offensive half, but they've had a tough time getting it by the Raiders' defense, and the Raiders playing defense all over the field is what's keeping it in the offensive end, not just their defenders, but the fact that their strikers and midfielders are defending as well, and that's a strategy of how you keep the ball in your offensive territory. Comes the first corner kick of the season. That's number 7, Maggie McConnell, lining up for that kick. Oh, that's a nice ball. It's right where you want it. Must have been a push-off, is all I could see. I don't think it could be no goal. Could not be offsides on that, so it must have been a push of some sort. So no goal. It was a nice play though. It was a great corner kick by McConnell and a good header in. I'm not sure who that was, if it was Holter or maybe Ella Bass that put that ball in the goal. Nonetheless, Raiders continue to lead 3-0. Good pickoff move by goalkeeper Aaliyah Leach of Wisconsin Rapids. We're now down to about 5 minutes in the half. Again, at halftime, stay tuned in here to River Channel to see a fun interview with Coach Gehring of the Hudson Raiders and a group of seniors, including this year's captains Maggie McConnell and Britta Holter. Nice turn play there by Claire Mitchell of Wisconsin Rapids. Gets the ball up into the offensive end for the Red Raiders. Maggie Salama up the sideline for the Raiders. Runs into some tough defense there from Rapids. A little extra physicality there from number 8, Haley Huntley of Hudson, and Wisconsin Rapids will get a free kick here. This could be a dangerous area if they can put that ball into the scoring area. It's number 16, Abby Gust, lining up to take this kick for Rapids. Big left-footed ball. Nice, big, strong left leg there, but a little too much for her forwards. Put that ball a little bit out in front. Tough with the wind in your face. You're not exactly sure how hard to hit that ball. So nice overall play there by Gust, though. And Rapids become the Raiders now, striking on their own. Come across. That cross went a little too tight to the goal and was picked off by Aaliyah Leach, the goalkeeper for Wisconsin Rapids. Oh, nice turn there by Maggie Salama. Gets the ball in the corner, gets around on it, gets a good cross. Raiders strikers were a little beyond it. Ooh, there's a big ball. Just wide. Huntley puts a nice foot on that ball, but just sends it wide. was driven hard, and it was a good velocity and trajectory to get in the goal, but it was just wide.
Number 21, Lily Rouleau in for your Raiders.
Minutes left in this first half matchup. Hudson Raiders continue to lead 3-0 over the visiting Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders of Lincoln High School. Throw in here by Tillman. Raiders send another nice through ball. They're really doing great things with the ball, with their through balls, their crosses. So the goals will come if you continue to get those opportunities and you continue to play smart and unselfish ball by putting that ball into the scoring area, which is generally the end zone of the football field that you see there right in front of the goal.
1 minute.
McConnell sends it out wide to Tillman. Raiders will see in this last 30 seconds if they can make something pop here at the end, and they're continuing to get that ball down. There's a little out of reach. It'll be a Wisconsin Rapids throw-in.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's halftime, folks. Our score, the Hudson Raiders 3, Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders 0. Please visit the concession stand for a warm beverage or snack, and we'll see you back in 10 minutes.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the River Channel broadcast of the season opener for our Hudson Raiders girls soccer team. We are excited for a great season. I'm Jeff Ion. I am your soccer announcer, and I'm joined behind the camera there by Jeff Munter from our team. With us today, we're super excited to have Coach Gearing and some of our senior players from this year's team to give us a little insight into the beginning of the season that we'll all be excited to see and hear throughout the season. So I'm going to start with Coach Gearing. Coach, you are now in your second season with the team. Tell us a little bit about, how you approached this year a little different. How was the off season, working with the girls and things like that?
Awesome. Thank you. I'm really excited to get started this season, especially without transitioning everything that we're doing. So bringing back actually 12 returners is a great thing to have. Great off-season leadership from our two captains, Britta Holter and Maggie McConnell. So these girls have been playing together, open gyms, indoors a little bit more than we would like. But we have, is it 11 seniors? 11 seniors, and a lot of experience on the varsity field, which has made our preparation a little different. We're thinking a little bit more strategic versus just this is what you do. We're going to start moving around, moving the ball a little bit, moving positions a little bit, and I'm excited to see what we can do.
No, that's exciting to hear. And I think, one of the things I've noticed over the years in soccer is that the girls kind of go their separate ways sometimes in the off season and they come back together. But the fact that you have so many seniors has got to be exciting too, because they kind of know each other over the years and are going to be able to make a lot of things happen. But do you want to introduce these players for us? And then I'll have a few questions for them too.
Absolutely. So we have Maggie McConnell, our returning center back, Hannah Kendhammer, our returning goalkeeper, Lindsay Ferrara, actually our varsity debut here at Hudson, is joining us for her first time as a senior. We're excited to have her in as a forward, and Britta Holter last year played out on the wing for us, and this year we're going to start her back in our back line, and I'm excited to have that stability to start us off.
Exciting. Well, let's start with Maggie. Maggie, tell us a little bit about how you spent your off season preparing for your role as captain and as a player.
Yeah, so I played basketball this winter, so I got a little experience as a captain with that. And then just like mentally preparing myself, talking with Gary and Britta. We're just really excited to get this season going. I love these girls, and with all, like Gary said, with all the seniors this year, it's going to be a lot of fun. So, yeah.
All right, let's move on to Hannah then. Hannah, as the goalkeeper, there is a lot of pressure on you. Tell us how you prepared for the goalkeeping duties this off season, and what are you hoping is going to happen this year?
Yeah, for me, I do sometimes feel the pressure, but I think with our consistent back line, I feel really comfortable with Megan McConnell and Britta taking in the defense this year, which will be really exciting. And I also did volleyball, so there's some pressure there. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm really enjoying this season so far. We've only had a couple practices, so I think it's going to be really good for the game. So I'm excited.
Excellent. Well, that's exciting, and it is, fun to finally get together and make things happen. And the first few games are always fun to watch as everybody's building their chemistry and kind of reconnecting and getting outside, right, is great, and we have a beautiful day for that. So, Lindsay, you are new to the team. Tell us, what were you doing before the season, and what got you into soccer or with the team here?
Before the season, I was playing for St. Croix soccer. I actually played goalkeeper there, but I'm committed to play to UW Parkside, so I wanted to have some fun my senior year, play on the field. Yeah, just have a good time, so I'm looking forward to it.
In what position will you play?
Forward, but maybe kind of all over. Don't really know yet.
Well, we're excited to have you on the team. In Britta, round us out here. Tell us about what you're looking forward to this season. This is your senior year. There's a lot to that. Obviously, you want to win, but what else do you look forward to and hope that comes out of this season for you and all the seniors, along with the younger players as well?
Yeah, this community is just great. All these girls, it's a super fun team, and so we look forward to the bus rides together and the pre-game hype with the loudspeaker and doing each other's hair. Just all of that builds a lot of team, and we just love each other. So just the environment's super fun, and then winning and losing, whatever it is, we enjoy each other, and so that's what we're looking forward to. Yeah.
Well, we wish nothing but the best of luck to all of you, and obviously River Channel is going to be broadcasting almost every game this season, including most of the away games as well. So it's going to be really fun to see kind of how you describe things and how it turns out for the season. But Hudson soccer is always strong, and I think your words, Britta, about what a family you are is going to show up on the field like it always does. So it's going to be super exciting, and I look forward to a great season and getting to know all of you a little bit more maybe throughout the season. And we hope everybody tunes into the River Channel broadcast for all of our games. You can find those on YouTube on the River Channel there. And it'll be live in most cases and recorded for almost every game of the season. And with that, we thank everybody for watching this segment, and we'll get back to the game shortly. And go Raiders! Okay, here we are back for the second half of today's matchup. Again, we have the hometown Hudson Raiders in blue playing from right to left on your screen now, hosting the Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln High School Red Raiders in red, playing from left to right on your screen. Our first half ended with a score of 3-0, with the Hudson Raiders taking the advantage there with goals by Armana. We are back for the second half of today's matchup. With goals scored for the Hudson Raiders by Armana Rancinici, the first goal of the season. Lindsay Ferreira with the second goal and her first goal as a Raider, which is exciting, and a goal from Natalie Ramthen, junior scorer for the Raiders. Had one goal, nice crossing play and header that was called off due to a foul in the box, but Raiders hold a strong 3-0 lead, and we'll see what happens now. In the first half, the Raiders had the strong wind at their back. Now they will play into that wind, so see if they can maintain the momentum they had from that first half while playing into the very, very brisk wind here. The Hudson Raiders continue their season next week with a long away trip to Superior, Wisconsin. So that'll be an away game. I do not believe River Channel will be broadcasting that match. It's one of very few. So we will be broadcasting almost every game this season. It's looking like home and away, other than there's one road trip to kind of the Madison, Milwaukee area that we will not be broadcasting, and then the game in Superior. But the other 10 games or so, we are looking probably to broadcast all of those. So that should be fun and exciting for this season. Throw in here for the Hudson Raiders. It's a cool, brisk day, but a lovely sunny day here in Hudson, Wisconsin. Oh, nice little through ball to Ramthen, but just a hair offsides according to the referee. And Rapids will get a throw in here as a result. If you are tuning in and you would care to, we love to see who's tuning in and where you're watching from. So if you drop a chat into big kick by Raiders there. Handled by Aaliyah Leach, goalkeeper for Wisconsin Rapids, though, and she'll get a punt out of this. So again, if you drop your name, which player you're watching, who you're cheering for, and where you're from, it's always fun to see who's tuning in where. We usually have some grandparents or family members from long distances tuning in, and we always love to see who's furthest away and what's going on. And the same for Wisconsin Rapids fans. Please feel free, drop it in, and we'll give you a shout out as well. Raiders carry it in deeply. Nice turn back play. Good header. Wow, what a play there. All around great play. As a great penetrating move by Ramthen. A very nice header by, I think that was Lindsay Ferreira. And just she kind of popped that header up, maybe trying to get it over the goalkeeper a bit. The goalkeeper was able to get a little bit on it, and then it still kind of bounced, but goalkeeper Aaliyah Leach of Wisconsin Rapids stuck with it and made the save despite collision with her own teammates and others. So great play there. Raiders with a little bit of a push-off foul, and will be a free kick here for Wisconsin Rapids. Raiders again continuing to keep the pressure on offensively and get a cross in from the far side, but kind of angled more at the goalkeeper, so easily managed by Aaliyah Leach of Wisconsin Rapids. Rapids trying to push this ball up the field with the wind at their back, but the Raiders defense is holding strong. heavy wind blowing. It's just heavy, so it can be exhausting for players on the field too, because it really dries you out, takes your breath away. Especially with cooler temperatures, probably around 38, 40 degrees today here. Rapids with some nice ball movement over there, trying to get that ball crossed through, but timing was just off a bit. So the Raiders of Hudson take it, and they're going to push it up as well. Ramthan with it on her own. Now she's got some teammates with her. Nice ball out wide. A little cross through again. Nice play. It's really what you just want to keep doing, is sending that ball in there, and sooner or later players catch up to it, and that time goalkeeper for Rapids able to pick that ball up. Rapids applying some pressure on the defense here, and I think people thought that ball went out of bounds, but no call from the ref, so the Hudson Raiders continue to push it up the field. And Rapids sends that ball out of bounds. Be a throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. Foul called on the Raiders there in the corner. A little bit maybe more follow through than necessary with the body. And that'll be a throw after the kick for Rapids. Ransonici, another foul, a little too much body. Give Rapids another free kick. Ball goes through. A little beyond the Rapids' reach, but off of the Hudson Raiders, and that'll be a throw deep in the Hudson Raiders' territory. Rapids still staying on the attack, trying to make something happen, but the Raiders defense is foiling all of those attempts so far. And we have some subs in for the Raiders. Oops.
In for the Raiders of Hudson, number 4, Ella Bast. Number 6, Sophie Bast. And number 17, Matea Langenal.
So Rapids trying to sneak a ball through there, but Raiders defense holds strong. And good to see the shout out from Amy and Liam Salama on the YouTube channel here. Always good to hear from the Salamas. I had the privilege to coach Liam for a number of years in boys soccer, so always good to hear from Liam. Hope you're doing well in Madison, and Amy, hope you're doing as well, or well also, and look forward to seeing you guys sometime this summer, hopefully. So thanks for tuning in. Big throw in here for the Raiders, deep in their own territory. We're definitely seeing a wind advantage, I think, here for Wisconsin Rapids. They're keeping the ball in Raiders territory quite a bit more than the first half. Not getting any opportunities yet, but there's a nice through ball, and we may see something pop here because that wind is a significant factor in today's game. Ball comes out to Tillman. Tries pushing it up to Sophie Bass, but gets just a little too far ahead of her. Sophie Bast again on the ball. We have both Sophie Bast, a senior, and her sister Ella Bast on the team. So fun to have that sibling connection. Raiders sneaking through. That's 21 with the goal. That's Lily Rouleau from distance. Places that nicely. Gets over the head of the goalkeeper, and that's a goal for your Raiders.
Number 21, Lily Rouleau with the goal for your Raiders.
At about the 52-minute mark, that puts the Raiders now up by a score of 4-0. 4 goals, 4 goal scorers. That is exciting as the season starts, that you have a good variety of people making things happen offensively. Raiders push that ball out wide. Tough angles, though, and Wisconsin Rapids takes it. Some strong play by Tillman there to win that ball at the midfield. Rapids playing some better team defense here in the second half, where they're sort of working with each other to cut angles and all of that. So definitely saw some adjustments at halftime from Rapids, along with the wind advantage, but seeing some better strategic play out of them as well. Raiders with the throw. It's number 3, Ava Brown. Nice crossing ball from Ava Brown there. Leaves, oof. Left Mateo Langenall. That ball kind of snuck through, and she had a wide open opportunity, and she put a nice shot on, but it just went a bit wide. So nice play there by the Raiders. We are looking at about moving into the 55th minute here, and Raiders of Hudson continue to lead 4-0 in this matchup. Raiders with trying to pull that ball back. It's a nice play, and again, they're making the right moves and plays here offensively. They're working the ball up the field with some great passing sequences. They're getting the ball deep and bringing those crosses in, or they're taking it to the end line and bringing those crosses back. Those are just essentials for scoring at any level. So it's just exciting to see right off the bat that good ball movement and strategic play. Holter with a long ball in as well, but handled by goalkeeper Leah Leach. Coach Gehring, if you missed it, at halftime we interviewed Hudson Raider coach Erin Gehring, and one of the things she did highlight was ball movement and passing sequences, and so I think we're seeing that whatever effort's been put in the short part of the season so far is it's working well with these girls. Their chemistry is good, and they're finding each other in the right places. those scoring opportunities, those are tough. They'll come. They'll come if you keep playing the ball the correct way, and I love seeing it. Big crossover by Holter. Picked up by Ava Brown. She's going to try to carry it up the sideline. Brings it back. Nicely played to Rouleau, who sends a long through ball through. Probably trying to hit ramp them in some way, but that was kind of a little hot and a little bouncy to do much with. So, but you take those chances because you need to try those as well. You got to vary the way you get the ball into the scoring area. Another great try by the Raiders, and knocked wide by goalkeeper Aaliyah Leach, and the Raiders will have a corner kick.
In for the Raiders, number 5, Chloe Gregerson, and number 8, Haley Huntley.
Not a lot of corner kicks for as much action has been in this offensive end. I think this is the second corner kick by the Raiders. Send that ball short and on the post, and that ball was collected nicely by Rapids goalkeeper Aaliyah Leach. A little too much, maybe hand checking and pushing from behind by Mateo Langenal, and Rapids will have a free kick here. They're going to send it deep. Raiders should win this ball as it comes down, and they're going to let it trickle out of bounds and take the throw. Solid keep there by Rapids to hold on to that ball. And then passing around the midfield. Nice little sequence there, a little give and go. Trying to dump it in the corner. Good ball movement there by Rapids. Again, we did not see a lot of sequences like that in the first half. The girls are kind of figuring some things out as we see for Wisconsin Rapids. And here they are again, pushing it into the offensive half of Hudson. Fighting for it down the sideline. And we'll have a throw in for the Hudson Raiders here. Or for Wisconsin Rapids, sorry. At about the 60-minute mark, so we have about 20 minutes left in this match. Currently our score is the Hudson Raiders 4, the Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders 0. Raiders bringing it down. Rapids have numbers back on defense. Well, a little flip cross by the Raiders. Cleared by Wisconsin Rapids, and now Rapids will have a throw in to keep things rolling. Chloe Gregerson back on playing left D for the Raiders, brings that ball up. Haley Huntley trying to send that ball up to the offense. Tough angle and a little firm, but good idea. Again, she's on the ball, stepping up. Rapids with the push up into Raider territory. Really nice play there by Ramthan to get it into the corner. Brings it back to Ramthan. Sets up. Sends it over. Ella Bast really wanted to make something happen there. But she wisely pulled it back. Big ball in there for the Raiders from distance and tried to float that in. To no avail.
Number 2, Maggie Salama in the match for the Raiders, along with number 11, Armana Ransanichi, and number 13, Morgan Monroe.
So again, for those of you tuning in, we at River Channel should have a whole slew of games available to you this season. So please keep tuning in if you're not able to make a home game or, for the most part, an away game. That was a close call all around, and Wisconsin Rapids able to pick that up and make things happen. A little collision, little flop over play, not a flop, but kind of had to avoid the goalkeeper. That's number 2, Maggie Salama, and she went down a little hard, a little awkward, but looks like she's doing good and staying in the game and moving fine, so I think we're good on that. Salama with a nice ball there, bringing it over, showing there's nothing from that collision she had in the box there. Comes Ramthan into Ella Bast. Rapids defense holding strong there and getting the clear. This will be a Hudson Raiders throw-in. Bast again, nice little jump move there that keeps the ball alive. Does a pullback, tries to send it across, but there's literally 5 defenders within 5 yards of her. Tough to make anything happen there. Raiders will have a throw-in now. Throwing for the Raiders, lots of defense back for Rapids though, and they're able to get that ball and send it out. Convert that into another throw-in for the Hudson Raiders. Looks like Holter with the throw there. Now down to about 15 minutes left in today's match. Wisconsin Rapids 0, Hudson Raiders 4 on the scoreboard. Again, the hometown Hudson Raiders here will have their next match next Thursday up in Superior, Wisconsin, which, if you're unfamiliar, is probably about 2.5 hours north of here, up by Duluth, Minnesota, but on the Wisconsin side. So that'll be a little bit of a road trip for an evening game for these girls, but they'll be up for the task. Then the Raiders follow up the next week with a game at New Richmond, so getting back into conference play with some matches coming up here. Be a couple games, few games potentially on the docket for the Raiders that will not be broadcast. Some away games in at the end of the season, it looks like, versus Hamilton and Menominee Falls out on the east side of the state. For a weekend run, we probably will not have those games televised, but most of the other games should be here one way or another. Good head out by Rapids. A nice ball in for the Raiders, but nicely headed. Then a good retaliatory shot by the Raiders, but deflected well by Wisconsin Rapids defense. And Rapids holds and trying to push this ball up into the offensive end and see if they can get something happening here before that clock winds down. Good defensive play there by Raina Fort. Not being too aggressive, applying a little bit of physicality, but staying strong and waiting to make the right move on that play defensively. On the extension of that play, that's 22 Natalie Rampton of the Raiders. A little push-off foul. So that'll end up being a free kick here for Rapids at about the 67-minute mark. Ball gets all the way through for Rapids. Another long ball attempt for the Raiders. Sends it a little long and wide. It's about a 34-yard, 39-yard attempt, but you got to try those. And we have some subs in for the Raiders now.
Number 15, Lindsay Ferrara, and number 21, Lily Rouleau in for the Hudson Raiders.
Nice play there by Chloe Gregerson. Takes that high bouncer and pulls it down and passes it all in one nice little move there. Ferrara with an aggressive move there to win that ball in the middle, but kind of a tough angle and bounce for her to put much on that shot, but fun to see. Again, Lindsay had been playing at the St. Croix club team across the river in Stillwater, but wanted to end her high school career playing with her friends here in the varsity level at Hudson. So she's joined the team and is a fun dynamic already by scoring the game's second goal today. And Lindsay has experience, it sounds like, at goalkeeper as well. So who knows where we'll see her throughout this season. But as we can see from a lot of Hudson players, they're very versatile. They're playing lots of positions. It's a nice cross across, just a little out of bounds. A lot of good stuff we're seeing from the Raiders here in this first game. Good ball movement, good crossing, good defense. Fun start to the season so far. We're now down to about 10 minutes left in this first match. All right, throw in here for the Raiders. Looks like Holter's lining up to take that throw. Oh, it's a great turn play there. I think that's Ella Bast over there. Really nice play where she spun it around to the goal line and got around the defender and tried to get a little mini cross. She wanted to get that ball where it could be in play. So you can't just blast it, but just didn't get it over the goalkeeper's head. Rapids then sends it all the way down the field to Hannah Kendhammer of the Raiders, and Raiders are now trying to push it back up to their offensive end. Now under 10 minutes left in the match. Throw in here for Wisconsin Rapids. And looks like we're going to have some subs, maybe not. Ref is chatting about something. It is definitely chilly when you zoom in binoculars. When you see the girls waiting to come into the game, they are definitely cold. So, but their energy and heat jacks up once they're on the field, obviously. And but it's definitely a breezy, cold day here. Some kind of call being made here. Not exactly sure what. Something away from the ball, maybe. Not sure. Anyway, Hudson Raiders with a free kick. This could be dangerous. They could put this right into the. Oh, that's a little heavy. A little heavy. So a little long. It's not a bad angle, though. You kind of want to play it away from the center because that keeps the goalkeeper usually honest and away from the ball. But when it gets deep like that, it gets tough to do. Uh-oh. Number 15, Taylor Coder, in for Wisconsin Rapids. In for the Raiders, number 3, Ava Brown. Number 17, Matea Langenau. And number 19, Nevaeh Tillman. On to about 6.5 minutes. Collision there, but no foul. Not every collision leads to a foul, nor should it. When it's cold, though, those collisions, they hurt a little bit more when it's kind of cold like this. So that was Lily Rouleau. She gathered herself and is back on her feet, looking good. And the Raiders going to push up for another offensive push here. Ella Bass with some nice moves there in the middle of the field to get some space and create an opening for the ball. It's Ava Brown with a nifty little heel back pass to Lindsay Ferrara, but Ferrara puts it a little wide, and we'll have another goal kick here. McConnell anchoring the defensive backfield and sends it over to Tillman, who tries to thread the needle up to the offense. Ferrara over there, but goes off of Rapids, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Raiders. Ferrara with the throw. Nice cross by Ferrara, goes off the crossbar, and looks like an offsides call. And that'll be a free kick for Wisconsin Rapids. Oh, good hustle by Ferrara. Saves it on the goal line. Puts a nice little crossback pass. Nobody there, but still a great play. Rouleau with a nice takeaway there. Sends a big, nice cross. That's a nice cross there, even though nobody's there to get it. It's not too close to the goal. Pulled the goalkeeper out, so had some offense been out there, that would have been a great opportunity. But again, you can't read each other's minds on the field, so no one really knew she was going to do that. But it was the right play, and they'll start figuring out what's going to happen with each other more as they play more and more together. Great playback. Off balance shot though by that looks like it's can't see the number real well. Anyway, here we go. It's hard to see the numbers. These girls all have long hair that is blocking their jersey numbers sometimes. So down to about 3 minutes in the match. We're winding things down here. It's certainly a pleasure to have our friends from Wisconsin Rapids here. They showed up with a good contingent of fans, and their JV played as well. The 2 JV teams played prior to this, and it's always great to have people from other parts of the state visiting us here in Hudson, Wisconsin. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in on behalf of myself, Jeff Ian, the announcer here, and my colleague and friend Jeff Munter on the technical side of things. We appreciate everybody tuning in live or watching later. I have a feeling we'll see a lot of looks from these girls to break down their game this weekend. Saturday games are always good for that. Spend some time in the evening recuperating and watching a good win like this, and learning from the things you see. Great play there by the Raiders. Nice crossing play. Too much defense, but the right play to make at that time. So good decision making so far in this match by the Raiders. Clock is ticking. We're now down to less than a minute and a half.
One minute.
Oh, nice turn there by the Raiders again, getting a nice cross through. Wisconsin Rapids with a good clear though. Tillman with some nice foot moves there to clear some space and try to make something happen. Seen a lot of good play from the entire Raider squad, and that bodes well for a successful season for this team. Wisconsin Rapids, we've seen some definite improvement over the first half, so the adjustments and the wind probably had both solid contributors to an improved second half for them as well.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That's our match. Final score, Hudson Raiders 4, Wisconsin Rapids Red Raiders 0. We'd like to thank both teams for a great match, their coaches as well. I'd like to thank our officials for a good called match as well. I'd like to thank our trainer, Megan O'Leary, here to support our teams, and all of our friends around the field who are collecting balls to keep this game moving along. So appreciate our Wisconsin Rapids friends for visiting. Safe travels home to everybody, and have a great weekend.